Gone are the days when Nigeria economy relies so much on crude oil. Today, there is a shift in paradigm. We now have real estate, crop production coming so strong, and they are contributing strongly to the Nigeria GDP. Good afternoon, and I welcome you to today's episode of talking about real estate. I'm talking about profitable real estate investment decision. So, what is that thing I'm sharing with you today? We are looking at an investment opportunity within Lekki axis of Lagos today, close to Lekki Expressway and not far from the coastal road. The strategic nature of this investment makes it to have a huge potential to generate massive returns to any investor who takes advantage of the current offer. So before I dive in, let me share this. I know so many of us are still skeptical based on the fact that we have possibly or probably had a terrible experience in the past. Not only that, with the recent information shared by Lagos State government on 176 illegal estate, we are still afraid, we are skeptical, we don't want to take real estate investments any longer, especially within Lagos and its environment. Let me enlighten you over that. The reason for that information is due to the approved layout, whether from the part of the Lagos state government or because so many developers are still making provision to to fix the layout. But I can tell you the information created a lot of misconception. There is difference between a land that has no title, which if you can trace it to a certain origin, you can tag it illegal, and a land that has no approved layout. It is not even the case of estate not having the approved layout, but the case of mismanagement, misplacement of some vital documents. Because after that information was shared, we have a lot of companies coming out to share with us that they have actually done their approved layout. So if it is regarding that, approved layout is a document anybody can fix, and it is not as expensive as we think. It is a kind of a document that once you made your payment, the government acknowledges that you want to do certain type of gatehouse, you want to erect fences, you want to do road network, you want to do it. It is just for them to satisfy that, oh, what you are doing complies with the standard. So if that is part of the reason why you are skeptical, knock it off. It is a minor issue. And if you've had your hand burnt in the past, due to some wrong investment decision, I want to tell you that going forward, your experience is going to change because the game is changing so faster. And that is why I'm presenting to you a land that is located within the government scheme, a land that has the title of government allocated CFO, making to a land that is located in about 5 minutes away from Lekki Expressway, and a land that is all equally sharing proximity with the coastal road. It is just like a throne stone. Within the said 5 minutes distance from Lekki Expressway, it is safe to say this land is opposite the Pan Atlantic University and behind the Eleganza industrial scheme. Not only that, from this particular estate to the proposed Lekki airport is about between 15 to 20 minutes. It makes it more strategic. So if you are considering living in a location whereby traveling out of the country shouldn't be stressful by driving a long distance, the Island Meadows is the offer you need to take advantage of today. If you are thinking of an estate where you want easy access both to Lekki Expressway and the Coastal Road, the Island Meadows is the offer. And if you are looking for that estate where you wake up to the greenery within the estate, the Island Meadows is the estate. Already I shared where the estate is located. It is located within the Iberekodo scheme, shortly at Eleko Junction. So if you are going from Eleko Junction towards Epe, you will drive like a minute away from Eleko Junction and turn off the express road. There's a filling station shortly after Eleko Junction. So you are turning in through that filling station. And it is before the Pan Atlantic University. So that's where the estate is located. It is facing a massive 70 meters road that connects the Lekki Expressway with the Coastal Road. And if you are talking about the Coastal Road, on that side of the road, we have the Dangote refineries, we have the Lekki Deep Seaport, which brings you closer to the commercial and the industrial area of Lagos. Any land closer to this axis, the Lekki Airport, the Lekki Deep Seaport, has a strong potential to yield massive return. So, what is the title I recently shared? It is government allocated CFO, and the neighborhoods. Yeah, I recently shared most of them as well. It is not far from the Lekki International Airport, and we have the Coastal Road, the Pan Atlantic University, and we have a whole lot of major landmarks within that location. So, what are the features we are looking at in the estate? First and foremost, we're going to be having a 24/7 security network to ensure security of lives and properties. Another thing we are looking at is power supply. That is not going to be compromised. Then the good road network, of course, to ensure free flow and safe driving within the estate. You need to see our layout to see how we are working on the road we are proposing to make provision for in the estate. The drainage system as well, it's going to be top notch, and we're going to be having, a lot of structures springing up in the estate. So we are not leaving the construction of houses in the hands of clients alone. We also have our plan because based on findings, if you want to get the best from real estate, it is beyond taking advantage of the pre-launch offer. There must be some structures in the estate as well to show that in the nearest future, there will be population in the estate. And we all know the implication of having population in a particular location. Once a particular location has population, the resources within the area will become reduced. So the moment we have buildings springing up, it means the available land in the estate are reducing. So that will automatically create monopolistic power on the part of owners of land in there. That's why you see that when you go to ask for the price of any land today, they tell you 100 million. The next time, they tell you 120 million. You can reserve that power and be speculating. It is your asset. It's the only people that can do that are the people who are taking advantage of most of these offers right now. You don't look at whether or not the estate has facilities yet. No, you don't get the best when a bush has already been transformed to the city. You get the best when a bush remains a bush. You get the best in terms of location, you get the best in terms of the price, you get the best in terms of positioning, and you stand a chance of making a huge fortune. So if you're thinking of investing in any real estate opportunity and you are still you're slowing down, if you are not ready to make a fortune, I can share a situation with you. I mean, my personal life situation. I assisted them to sell some estate around Monastery Road in Shogotedo in 2015. We were selling a plot for 7 million to, yeah, I think a half plot for 7 million, one full plot for 50 million. If you go to that estate today, if you don't have up to 130, 140, 150 million, you can't get anything. That's number one. And another estate that is, I mean, that I have a first-hand information about is Peninsula Garden Estate. I could still remember when my sister and the husband bought around some years ago, not up to 20 years, by the way, around, I'm not sure it's up to 15 years as well, more than 10 years ago. They bought for 4.5 million. If you don't have up to, 150 million today, you can get a plot. That's if you see. Same thing happened to me around Abidjan. I bought two plots for 24 million about 2 years ago, and the value is more than 100 million today. You have to take timely action when it comes to real estate. Else, you won't enjoy the best of benefit. So what are we looking at? We have different offers in the estate. I want to share the benefit you stand to derive with you. We have the commercial property selling for 65 million. It's 1,000 square meter, by the way. Then we have the residential. We have 300 square meter and 500 square meter. For 300 square meter is actually 32 million, and you can make a deposit of 5 million. For the commercial is 65 million, 1,000 square meter, make a deposit of 10 million and spread for a period of time. Flexible payment, fantastic offer. And if your interest is about 300 square meter, it is 25 million naira. What you will do is make a deposit of 3 million naira. Oh my God. Chicken change in here. Then you can spread the balance for a period of time. The advantage there is that the 25 million naira land you're buying today, you might be getting it for 100 million naira tomorrow. The reason is the timing. For anyone to achieve the best from real estate, you have to take timely action. I mean, make a timely decision. And another advantage is that we have a lot of estates within that locality that are selling for a higher price. So that's an indication that you are taking the right action. So the next I want to share with you is that pre-launch offer will not last in the market for so long. So if you have an opportunity to come across anyone, just do your findings and ensure you are taking the right decision. Then go for it. John Maxwell says something about professionalism. He said if you are in business or in anything within its first few years, it is expected that you will get it wrong. But after 5 years, 6 years, 7 years doing the same thing and you are still making mistakes, then you don't deserve to do anything regarding that again. That's wrong. So if you have gotten your hand burnt in the past, we are not transferring the same to this present reality and present dispensation and the future. So I advise you ask for the document, make your necessary findings, and ensure you are taking the right action. So we do that on behalf of our clients. We have a lot of clients across the world. None has ever regretted dealing with us. So what I want to advise you right now, like I said, in most cases when you see pre-launch offer, developers just make provision for that just to encourage every income class to be a partaker, knowing fully that real estate is capable of transforming lives. So the advice now is to reach out through the number on the screen. Let's get you started. The best offer of today was presented yesterday. Those who took advantage are enjoying the profits and the benefits of that decision today. The best offer of tomorrow we are presenting it to you today. Those who will be proud of the future will take action now. Don't delay any further. I remain Dr. Kazim Yekinin, a leadership expert, and I'm also an estate developer. In fact, we are the developer of the Island Meadows, a real estate practitioner, and I can give you everything when it comes to real estate. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.